12 through 15. And here Paul is talking, arguing against these false apostles, or in the words that he said earlier in this chapter, those super apostles. And they were very well noted, as Paul's looking forward, that these super apostles really were putting themselves as we are so much greater by denouncing, putting down, and clamping on other people personally. So they did not come forward even to the Corinthians and say, here's the teaching that we bring forward. Instead, as we've seen continually here, and why Paul is defending himself, because as he is defending himself, they went forward and attacked him personally. And that is where they're saying, see, we are so much better. You listen to us and not to Paul because of how awful he is. Look how bad he is. He doesn't speak well. He's just whatever. But look how awesome and glorious we are. He just came and just gave you the gospel. You owe us lots and lots of money over here. See, it's really worth it. That's where they're going. And that's very sad. But the whole point is they were going after Paul, and the center of their argument is, look how bad Paul is. They would have been great politicians in our system today. And now we come to verse 12. And having brought that forward, Paul writes, and what I do, I will continue to do. I will continue to act in a servant's manner. I will continue to give, to share, to bring this forward. And sometimes to say, no, this is contrary to the Lord's word. Absolutely. But I will continue to share the gospel message. I will keep on doing it, no matter what the super apostles say. And remember, those super apostles are not any of the apostles. They're people who have put this upon themselves of how awesome they are beyond Peter, John, Paul, all of them. And I will do so in order to undermine the claim of those who would like to claim that in their boasted mission, they work on the same terms as we do. Look how incredible we are. Paul's awful. Forget him. Push him aside. Listen to us. We are the important ones. It says all that needs to be said right there by their actions. Note, as Paul's bringing forward, and we'll get this the last verse for today, when we get to that, it's very much, how will we see it? By their deeds. Now, are we saved by faith? Absolutely. Free gift of God? Absolutely. The result of that will be deeds, will be actions. And what are the actions? And what is the result of those actions? Verse 13. For such men, the super apostles, are false apostles, deceitful workmen, disguising themselves as apostles of Christ. So in other words, putting on the actor's face to put forward something that they are not. Now, it's not saying that acting is bad. You know what's going on. But in essence, you're putting on a face of somebody else. And see, I am a super apostle. He says, no, deceitful, false, disguising themselves, which they were, in order to put forward this front image when what's actually going on is completely different. And then he brings probably the harshest words that he can. And no wonder, for even Satan disguises himself as an angel of light. What they're doing is what the devil did. He disguises himself, brings it forth. I am an angel of light. Now, if an angel of light comes to us and says, here I am, kind of have to ask the question, what are the works that are going forward there? What is he directing? In order to see, is this who they really are or the disguise that's put forward? Last verse. So it is no surprise if his servants, if the devil's servants, Paul's saying the devil's servants are these super apostles. They disguise themselves as servants of righteousness. Their end will correspond to their deeds. Look at their actions. They may say these words. What are the actions? How do they live? How do they go forward? What is important to them? And for these super apostles, what is important to them is them. For Paul, what is important to Paul? The gospel and the mercy that all people might hear what he has done. In that name,